welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Aliyah and I have a Shopify called CrochetwithAaliyah. And today, as you guys noticed, I have made a new item in January. This is my first shorts, and they're personal made by me. I'm not selling this one, but if you would like to have this color, let me know. And I also made a second pair of shorts, and it's red. And most of these people on TikTok, I've been getting a lot of likes on these, so I decided to put it on a listing for shorts. And it seems to be pretty good to know how my audience like for each item. I noticed shorts is one of them, which I'm really pretty happy about it because I just learned about these shorts, like crocheting them, learn from my mistakes, doing what I gotta do, and made the final product. Now, I noticed that I figured out when I go into my shop and I see these products that's sitting in my room, I noticed that two of my products are not really sellable. I don't know if it's because it's too expensive or something that may not be good for the audience. And those are scrunchies and blankets. I don't know what to do with those blankets because I feel like, maybe something that they're not interested in buying, or like I'll have a read into details about like what kind of blankets that people like to buy from. But I might be gonna keep it there until eventually somebody buys it for me. But that's how I feel about those blankets. But scrunchies, I feel like they're not sellable too, but I had an idea whenever I was talking to, my crochet friends. We talk and everything. I had an idea of whenever I get a sale on my Shopify, why not give away free scrunchies instead of me begging for a sale, because I had over 80 scrunchies and it's like crazy amount to keep them. It's weird, but I put them in the bags, and there are two of them. So I was like, maybe if each order I get, I can ask them if they want a free scrunchie or not, because it's optional. But if they want a free scrunchie, once you purchase an order, I will put them in there, and you can choose a color of the scrunchies. I feel like that's a better idea because then I can decrease the amount of the scrunchies that I have, and then maybe in the future I can put the listing up there and see if they can buy scrunchies from there, or upgrade the pattern to see if they like them, because at the time it was my first time making these, and some of these are pretty decent. But whenever I watched one of the crochet YouTubers, which is Passionate Cozy, I want to try her pattern. Like, her pattern's basically more that I made. Like, more, basically turning into like ruffles as you crochet. Mine is just straight up, it's just like run the base and then a single stitch around it, and that's it. Just run over it. I kind of think that's maybe why they're not sellable, because this is what it looks like. Some of these scrunchies are pretty tight because I got the elastics pretty warm, but I made them anyway. Man, this is what it looks like. It doesn't really look like a natural scrunchie. Like, when you put them on, that's what it looks like. Just one more of covering the elastic, and then the actual row of making the scrunchie in order to get out. I was like, let me try something else, because I really do like making scrunchies, but before I upgrade the pancake, I gotta, like, sell these or have a freebie item on it. So that way, once it's out, I have enough room to make more scrunchies and put them in the listing. Or you can still cut as a freebie, but it really depends on how I feel, of how I can sell them, or just give it out for free, like a freebie item after a first purchase. But that's how I feel about these scrunchies. As far as new items, I decided to think that maybe I should stop doing the winter stuff and still get it out in here if they choose to order. Moving on to spring and summer items, and then moving on to like accessories like keychains, stuff like that. So that way I can learn more and continue to do those. Most of them socks. I decided not to do those because it's just not my thing. But shorts, spring and summer, I've been thinking about it. Just tops. Just a simple top. That might be a good idea. But I have been trying to figure out sizes, which is why I'm starting size small for shorts. I don't know about the size for the tops, because it's like the measurements can be vary because everybody is different. So I would just practice the measurements for the tops and the shorts, whatever is medium, large, and then from there I would keep it consistent in case they're the same size but a little bit bigger, if that makes sense, or smaller, if that makes sense too. So I'm starting to moving forward to spring and summer products with the accessories going on. So if you still want one of my winter stuff, I will still sell them. I'm just not gonna make them into, like spring and summer hits. I will start making the winter stuff, basically flip-flopping. When winter, like fall and winter, focus on spring and summer, and then spring and summer, focus on fall and winter. So that gives us time to like make the products, put them up there, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm moving on to spring and summer items and accessories. Seems like a good idea to start selling those like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.